Hello, what's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I sound like Dr. Evil. Okay, we're back, and I'm not going to be doing that voice the entire time. Oh, a lot of people want me to talk about where YouTube is heading and where do I think it's going to head in what direction, and what do I have planned with YouTube. Okay, where is YouTube heading? As we can see, more and more people are going to basically be moving away from television. There was a survey on ABC News yesterday that said 63% of people actually get or watch their movies via Netflix streaming or some other site such as Zune, Amazon, or pretty much a streaming site versus going to the movie theater. That means less than half of the people that go to that means movie theater viewership is down by more than half. And that, on top of things that happen, like such as the killing in Colorado, it's going to put even more of a damper on the movie theater as a whole. If that makes sense. Well, what is going to happen? Well, eventually the movie theater is going to go away. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be like this. It's not going to go away as fast as the video store. Why? Mainly because the movie theater has more profit and it's a much more enjoyable experience, whereas the movie store pretty much had to buy the movie and had to rent it out 20 times to even make profit on it, and you know the deal. And eventually everything's going to go to the internet. And the reason that is because television has kind of run its course, and television is trying to stay relevant as much as it can, basically by having smart TVs that can connect to the internet and things like that. And eventually what's going to happen is the older generation is eventually either going to start dying off, or they're going to adapt themselves, and TV is no longer going to be as pertinent as it used to be. Or it's not even that, it's already past that point now. TV isn't as pertinent as it used to be. If you would have went back to the early 1990s, TV was everything. A big TV ad was, multi-millions of dollars. Well, obviously, the big money right now is still in movies and television because people are paying the big bucks for the ads, the advertisements. But as you notice, and a lot of you have noticed, that YouTube has started putting ads on these things, and premium ads, not just shitty AC/DC warehouse shipping companies like when I first started out, but like Budweiser, automotive places, Lucas Oil. I mean, big names are getting into the advertisement game now, and they want to get the most bang for their buck. And what's going to eventually end up happening is Hollywood is going to start cutting back salaries in the entertainment industry, and what that's going to do is that's going to lead them to the other industry, which is the internet. The internet is pretty much going to replace television. Back when let me go ahead and tell you a story based off that. Stay with me here. This is going to sound really stupid, but remember, I was like 13 here. When I was 13, I used to be a huge Limp Bizkit fan. Loved me some Limp Bizkit. I know somebody's going to be losing respect for me. I don't even like Limp Bizkit anymore now either. But the fact is, when I was a kid, I enjoyed them immensely. And their new album came out, which was Significant Other, and the hit song of Significant Other was Nookie. I heard Nookie on, I think it was an MTV thing, and this kind of shows how relevant it is because I've seen it on MTV. I didn't hear it on the radio or whatever. And I've seen the video, and I liked the song so much. So every time I got home from school, I would watch MTV in hopes that they would play that music video again. This is back when MTV actually played music videos, and Total Request Live soon came along, and so long and so forth. And I started watching Total Request Live to see how far Nookie would go up the charts. It's almost like rooting for my favorite home team. And nowadays, if I wanted to listen to Nookie and it came out yesterday, I could have it on iTunes the day before and not have to buy the album at all. Albums are pretty much a collector's item now, and a part-time frisbee. As much as before, you'd have to buy it even more. See, people have progressed. Technology has progressed. Album sales are down, but single song hits are up, which basically means that putting all your effort in one or two songs on an album is up compared to beforehand, where you had to make a good album to make a completely good album to have a good album. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is, if I wanted Nookie now, I could download it on iTunes. It'd be instant gratification, and instant gratification is what YouTube offers you. If you want to see a show about a car, you punch in car shows on YouTube. there it is. And what I'm afraid of as a whole is what's going to happen in that point when the Hollywood money actually gets to YouTube. People think YouTube is ruined right now. YouTube has just added advertisement and advertisement dollars to it. You haven't seen what's basically going to happen once Hollywood gets into it and they start over advertising it. You're even starting to see it now slip in with these short films. You see these short films that come up in parts, and you see people, pimp them out and things like that. And as soon as one of these short films takes off and gets a hit, another one's going to happen. Another one's going to happen. It's going to continually clone itself over and over and over again. Just like some people made some of these remakes, then the remakes made some real money. All of a sudden, almost every film you see comes out is a remake or a rehash of something else. Mainly because Hollywood's out of ideas. They're trying to find new ways to spin off the same content. And it's kind of like the Call of Duty scene in a way when you go to watch a Hollywood movie, because it's generally the same shit you've seen before, but in a different package, if that makes sense. But that's where I think YouTube's going to go, and that's why I'm not worried about YouTube dying off anytime soon, because in my book, YouTube is the future of television. Mainly because it can be anywhere. Everybody has a laptop now. Everybody has some sort of handheld device that can get on the internet. Google has just recently set out internet that's 1 gigabyte up and down. There's so many things that's pushing the internet now that you pretty much can't stop the internet. And will YouTube be around like it is, like you see it right here now, breathing, eating and breathing? Yes, in some form. There's always going to be a gaming community. There's always going to be a place for this. But what I'm worried about is how much of an impact it's going to actually take away from it when actual video game developers or TV movie deals actually come onto YouTube, and how it's going to affect. What are your guys' opinion on this? Let me know in the comment section below. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm out of 5.